Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another Minnesota Twins game review. Man, I'm here in my new house. So this is the room. I'm going to fix the camera and I'm going to fix everything. Don't worry about it. But in this video, we're going to talk about the Minnesota Twins. They beat the Detroit Tigers tonight, but they absolutely destroyed them. I mean, it was 13-5, and again, that really doesn't tell you the story of this game. They had all their runs in the first couple of innings. Well, so did we. We had 12 of our 13 runs in the first 4 innings of the game, and most of them, only one was a home run. Most of them were singles. So we're going to go through it, of course, but the biggest news of all, we won. That's great. The Indians lost. So the Indians have now furthered themselves from the Twins by, 4 games, I think? 4.5? Goodness sakes, I don't even know anymore what the lead is for the Minnesota Twins, but we extended it tonight with a win. That's all you can ask for. That's what we did. We got the win. So we are now 83-51. That's a 6-game winning streak that we're on. That's really good, guys. Also, 8 games on the road. That is really impressive. It ties our season win record. And we also have, I think, the longest winning streak of anybody in the league this year at 8 games in a row on the road, so that's awesome as well. But we won 13-5 tonight. Again, 12 of our 13 runs came in the first 4 innings. 4 of their 5 runs came in the first 4 innings. I mean, Gibson did not look good tonight, but he got the win. That's what matters. I mean, he's now 13-6. Jackson, he got taken out after the 3rd inning. He is now 3-8, so this is good. I mean, we are playing a bad Detroit team. We are very good on the road. We should sweep them. And if we don't, I think it's a disappointment. So let's take a look at the stats tonight for the pitching because, well, that's why they scored runs. And they shouldn't probably have scored any runs. But Gibson, 5 innings, 10 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned, 5 strikeouts, no walks. That's good, but they really hit him well in the first inning. I think it took him like 35 pitches in the first inning to get out of it. So let's go through it real quick. A double on a 2-2 pitch. Then a single on an 0-2 pitch. A strikeout by Castro. Then we actually picked the guy off at first base. But you would think, okay, so you get a pickoff, you get a strikeout. There's 2 outs. Runners on second and no longer first. So runners on second. A double, a single, bring home 2 runs for Detroit. But, of course, we already struck first in the first inning. And, again, that was Gibson's worst inning. Kepler walked, leadoff walk. That's not good. To lead off the first guy of the game? Are you kidding me? Polanco singles, Cruz singles, Rosario singles, Sano force fielder's choices, and Luis Arraez grounds out into a force out. But if you just saw my fingers, that's 7 consecutive base runners that reached, and we scored 4 runs off of it in the first inning. That is, of course, good baseball. And again, we singled a lot tonight. We had 14 hits, 11 of them were singles. Now, that's probably not too uncommon, but for a team that, has hit the maximum, like the most home runs this year, as well as, built themselves around hitting the ball hard, singles usually don't come a lot. I mean, it's a lot of extra bases. It's a lot of home runs. And tonight, we proved that we can play some small ball. I mean, over the last week with the White Sox series, we proved that we can play small ball, and that is really good. We scored in the second inning as well. So I just went through the first inning, scored in the second, another leadoff walk to Jason Castro. I mean, this guy is 8th in the lineup for a reason. And he grounds out or walks. Just kidding. I read the next one. Jake Cave grounds out into the force out, which means he's at first. Castro's no longer at second. But then Max Kepler doubles, Jorge Polanco singles, and Nelson Cruz delivers a sacrifice fly. We were up 6-2. We didn't stop there. In the 3rd inning, we also scored. Miguel Sano does ground out to lead off the inning, but then a single by Luis Arraez, a double by Cron, another walk to Castro, a ground out, a passed ball, and we were up 8-3, 8-3 with the passed ball. But we didn't stop. We finally hit our home run in the 4th inning. 9 runs had come to the plate before that. And, of course, that means we scored another run in the 4th inning, a single force out, but it did drive in a run. Luis Arraez walked runners on, first and second. CJ Cron hits his 23rd home run of the year. A line drive, of course, because he doesn't hit, towering fly balls. He only hits line drives. And we were up 12-3. The game was over at this point. Absolutely destroyed the Tigers tonight. Again, this is a bad team. This is a very bad team that should have gotten destroyed, and they did. But, we were really good tonight. Pitching-wise, besides Gibson, like I said, Gibson struggled tonight. He went 5 innings, 10 hits, 4 runs in the first, okay? Everyone else, the 4 pitchers that came in after him, 2 hits, 1 run. That's really good. So Duffy, he struck out the side in his 1 inning of work. May struck out the side in his 1 inning of work. Dyson, he gave up a hit and a run. It was a home run in the, 8th inning, I think it was. And then Romo, he gave up 1 hit, but struck out 1 in 1 inning of work. That is solid. Absolutely solid tonight. I mean, May threw 14 pitches. Duffy threw 10. He struck out all 3 guys and had 10 wild pitches, or 10 strikes. Let's go to that 7th inning really quickly. How close was he to an immaculate inning? Is that not right? Is it? Oh yeah. So it was who was it? Tyler Duffy. Yeah. So he walked. He threw a ball to Jordy Mercer in the first at bat of that game, or of that at bat. What count was it where she threw the ball? I could probably figure it out, but that would take too long. So there you go. That just talks about how good the pitching was, because you strike out the side, you throw 10 pitches, almost an immaculate inning. Of course not. I mean, you could say almost because, of course, the guy threw the ball in the first at bat, but still, you know what I'm saying? 10 pitches, 9 strikes, 3 strikeouts. That's really good. We were 5 for 13 with runners on base. Not bad. We left 6 guys on base. Again, probably could have done a little bit better. They were 5 for 10, though. That's really good. And they still were not able to do anything. I mean, this is what's really good about this game. Is we absolutely destroyed them with our bats, and we didn't need our pitching to step up, right? In the past, it's really relied on, we've hit 1 or 2 home runs. And that's good, but they've been solo shots. Well, tonight, we're hitting single after single after single, and then we get a 3-run home run. I mean, that is how good the offense is and can be, compared to on nights where, pitching struggles and then everything falls apart because, like I just said, we're hitting solo shots. We're not scoring runs. We're not combining hits, right? I've talked about how important it is to get 3 consecutive hits. Well, in the first inning, we brought 7 consecutive guys to the plate with hits. In the second inning, a leadoff walk. That hurts guys. More consecutive hits. That is how you win games. That's what we did tonight. That's why we won the game. So let's go through the box score for the batters tonight. Kepler leading off. He's back. 255 average. I don't know how I feel about that, but he went 2 for 5 with an RBI. He had 2 doubles tonight and 3 runs. Very good. Also had a walk. Then Palaga went 3 for 4 with 2 runs. He's now batting .300 again. Adrianson went 0 for 1 as he came in late in the game. Cruz went 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a run. Rosario 2 for 5 with 3 RBIs and 2 runs. Now, if you combine all of those guys in 9 plus 9, 18 total at bats, that is 5 and 5. 10 for 18 was the top of our lineup. That is good, especially when you can combine them all together, right? It's like the top of the lineup gets 3 hits here. Then the top of the lineup comes back up in the 6th inning and gets 3 hits. And then they come up in the 8th inning and get 3 hits. That's successful team batting. Sano went 0 for 4. The only guy without a hit. Castro didn't have a hit either, I guess. But he had 3 walks, so I mean that kind of, makes up for it. Sano really did not do good. But Scope came in. Pinch hit, got a hit. 1 for 1. Arise, 1 for 4 with a run. Or with 2 runs and an RBI. Cron, 2 for 5 with his home run. 3 RBIs because of that. And 2 runs. Castro 0 for 2, but 3 walks. That's kind of hard to do in a game. And then Cave went 0 for 5 tonight. Tough night at the plate for Cave, but he did have an RBI, and he did have a run. So still, that still helps him. I still think he should be starting over Buxton. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks so much for watching. The Twins absolutely destroyed the Tigers, and I hope they don't slow down. This could easily be our first 10-game winning streak of the year. You know, sweep them the next 3 games. Then I think we go to Boston, win 1 game there, and it could be the first game, and we get 10 games in a row. That should be doable, in my opinion at least. But I think you guys, you know, love this team. I do too. Let's see how they can finish, right? This is a big stretch for us. Hopefully Cleveland can keep losing. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.